Welcome to our tutorial on implementing data encryption and security in Java. Today, we will explore the significance of data encryption, different encryption algorithms, and how to implement them using Java's built-in libraries. Before we dive into coding, let's discuss why data encryption is crucial. In today's digital age, sensitive information is constantly at risk of being exposed. Whether it's personal data, payment information, or confidential business documents, encryption helps protect this data from unauthorized access. Now, let's talk about the types of encryption. There are two primary types: symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption. Symmetric encryption uses the same key for both encryption and decryption, while asymmetric encryption uses a pair of keys, a public key for encryption and a private key for decryption. In this tutorial, we will implement both symmetric and asymmetric encryption methods using Java. We'll start with symmetric encryption using the AES algorithm, which is commonly used in industry for its speed and security. First, let's set up our Java project. Create a new Java project in your IDE. We'll use Java 8 or later since it has built-in support for the encryption libraries we need. Next, let's create a utility class for AES encryption. This class will include methods for encrypting and decrypting our data. Here's how the basic structure looks. In this class, we have a constructor that accepts a key and initializes a secret key object. The encrypt method encrypts the input data, while the decrypt method reverses the process. Note that we are using base64 encoding to handle the byte arrays properly. Now, let's create a simple test class to see our encryption and decryption methods in action. Here's how you can do it. We create a key that is exactly 16 bytes long because AES requires a key of that size for use. When you run this code, you should see the original message, the encrypted version, and the decrypted version printed out, demonstrating that our methods work correctly. Now that we have implemented symmetric encryption with AES, let's move on to asymmetric encryption using RSA. RSA is widely used for secure data transmission. It uses a key pair, a public key for encryption and a corresponding private key for decryption. To use RSA encryption, we will need the Java security library. Let's create a new utility class for RSA encryption. In this RSA utility class, we generate a key pair in the constructor. The encrypt method uses the public key to encrypt the data, and the decrypt method uses the private key to decrypt it. Next, let's create a test class for our RSA implementation. Here's how it looks. You can run this class similarly to our AES example. It should print the original data, encrypted data, and then the decrypted data, showing that RSA is functioning properly. As a best practice, always remember to use secure key management practices. Never hardcode your keys in your source code, as we did in the examples for simplicity. In production applications, consider using environment variables or dedicated key management services. In conclusion, we have successfully implemented data encryption using both AES and RSA in Java. We've covered both symmetric and asymmetric encryption, understanding how each works along with practical coding examples. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it informative and fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more programming tutorials. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below.